Hey, Mike Lambo here, and I'm just going to carry on with Hellcat Tankers. I'm going to just have a game for fun here, so I'm going to carry on or continue from the instructional playthrough game that I finished. And if you want to know how to play the game, then obviously watch that video. This one is very much just me playing through the next day of my battle in the campaign. So we saw action in the instructional playthrough on day one of the Battle of Aracourt. We got through that pretty well. We had my assistant driver upgraded to full experience. My commander is line, and I've still got the loader driver and the gunner at green level of experience here. So they stay like that obviously for the next battle day. I get to load my turret. My condition, you recall I mentioned at the end of the last video, automatically gets increased by two between battle days. So I finished that day on day one at condition 4, so that's now been increased to 6. Fire level is also zeroed, or that was 0 anyway for me. And then you get to roll a d6, and if you roll a 1 to 3, you miss 1 day's battle and then play the next one. So that would have taken me, I would have missed day 2 and then played day 3. But unfortunately I rolled a 4, so if you roll a 4, 5 or 6, you get to miss the next 2 days battle. In other words, you don't see any action on those 2 days. So I didn't see action on days 2 and 3. So the next one I play is day 4. So here I am on day 4, 21st of September 1944. And the setup for this one involves placing 3 potential enemies, and they've grouped over here, which is probably a little bit unfortunate in some ways, but it does give me scope to get over this side of the map and spot them from here and maybe take them out one by one, which is always the best option in this game if you can. So I'm going to take my 6 dice, because there's no smoke for me obviously, or ambush, because it's turn 1. Oh, my commander I'm going to position, I'm going to leave him up for now I think, and I'm going to roll these 6 dice and then we'll have a look at what we can do with those. So plenty of move dice here. I can move with all these 1s, move with the 4, I've got obviously the 6 allows me to do anything. I've got 1 fire action if necessary. The 1s also allow me to spot, as does the 6, which is good news. So my plan here is really to probably head up this road and just see what I can see from over here. So I'm going to use the 4 to move there and turn, and then I'll use one of the 1s to move and turn. Yeah, I can't see him because of this because of these hedgerows. Even if I went there I couldn't, so I'm not. From there I could see this guy. I'm not going to get there with enough left to do anything significant, so I'm going to move up to there with a 1. And I think I might just stay there for now. So I'm going to use the 6 to just pop some smoke. I want a road there, so I can't go hold down, just pop some smoke out, just in case anything bad happens. So over to these. So he's going to go 1, 2, 4, 5. Actually, won't do that one. I'll take him further away. He's going to go. He can't do 2s. He'll do 4. Will he do 4? That's all he'll do. And this one is going to go 4, 5, 6. That's all he'll do. So they're just sort of milling around over there in the fields amongst the hedgerows and woodland. End of turn event then gives us a 7, and that's German artillery. So let's put that marker on top of us. And then it's back to me. I'm too worried about that, I'll be able to move away from there. So still just struggling a little bit here to get a decent line of sight on any of these at the moment. but I'm going to have to move from here, so I'll probably head on up the road again. Maybe look to come around the top of this lake, perhaps catch a glimpse through the gap here or something. We'll see what happens. I'll leave my commander up for now. Again, plenty of moves. You can nearly always do in this game most of what you want to do. There's very little frustration element. So the smoke will dissipate, of course, first of all. So then I'm going to move. I've got 6 moves if I need them. So I use the 2 5s to move up the road. And the 1s, 1, 2, 3, turning on the last one. And nobody's going to see me up here, so I think I'll probably move again, turn with a 6. So using the full speed of the Hellcat there, bombing up the road, hiding around the back of the lake there. Okay, the German artillery might as well do for completion. Roll 3 dice. There's no drift there, so that explodes where it is. It was never going to get me anyway at that distance. And onto them. So let's do this guy first here. He's going to go 2. He won't do 4s. We'll do 6. So we'll go that. He's going to go 1 and 1. Oh, crikey, and 2. He won't do 5, so he's okay. Come right up there. And this guy's not going to do 4s, 5s, or 6s, so he's going to stay where he is. So they're split out quite nicely now. End of turn event is a 5. That's a German counter surge. Okay, forgot about this one. So they get to activate again, just the potential enemies. So this guy's going to go again, which is potentially a little dangerous. The 1 will take him up here, then he'll do 4. He won't do that 4, and he won't do that 5, so that's okay. This one's going to go 1. He won't do the 4. He won't do the 5. Can't do the 6. They're closing in slightly on me up there. Again, just making it a little bit awkward for me to get a nice spot on one of them without the other one interfering. He goes 3. He won't do 5s. He'll do the 6. Stay where he is, basically. End of turn event. Sorry, that was the end of turn event, Mike. Back to me. No smoke. Do I leave my commander up? Probably do. No, I could rush into here and try and spot them both, but that's just probably a bit overzealous at the moment. Maybe I need to head back down the road and come around here. Let's see what I get. Oh, crikey. That was a 2 and a 5, I believe. So there we go. This time only 3 moves, which is a bit of a shame. In fact, I think what I'll probably just do is I'll use the 5 to reverse because my assistant driver is experienced. And I don't think I'll turn. I think I'll just stay there. I'm all loaded up, can't do much with them. Can't do much with that. And with that, I might as well, I suppose, take a hold down position just in case. And that's to them. This guy here, he's going to go up and up. That's it. This guy's going to go up there. And that's it. And this potential enemy here is going to go up, up. He won't go back down, so he'll stay there. Okay, end of turn event again. 8. German infantry. Okay, so they're going to appear, not going to appear because there's nothing adjacent to me. Right? Just going to allow them to appear, no buildings, no woodland, so they're not going to appear, that's good. Back to me. And I will roll my 6 dice, leave my commander up again, I think. Finding it difficult to spot these. It's a bit of a nuisance, really. I could try for this guy this time if I get enough kind of variety. I'm not sure that's really going to do it. Oh yeah, probably will actually. Will it? I can have a go, I think. So I'm going to move using the 4. I'm going to move, crash through the hedgerow out into the road here. And then using the 6, I'm going to spot this guy up here. So that's going to give me a basic 2. 1 for the commander, 1 for short range. And that is a success with a 5 there. So that's, I've seen this guy here. I'm going to roll 2d6 to see what it is. And that's a 10. And that's nothing, which is good. And I'm going to use the other 6 to reverse back in there. Quite like it in that little gap. And then the 2s and 3s, there's not much I can do with there. So to them, this guy gets lots of 5s, which he's not going to be able to use. With 3, we'll take him into the lake, so we won't do that either. This guy here gets a 2 and a 3. Won't use the 4, but he will use the 6. Go back there. End of turn event is a 5 again. It's another German counter surge. This guy gets to again, which is a little bit dangerous. He gets a 2, so he moves right up there. He won't use the 4s. He won't use the 5. And this here goes up twice. He won't come back down. He won't use the 5. Okay, back to me. Yeah, it's feeling a little hemmed in up here. I don't know if I might just bomb down the road. You don't really want to get into too much close range stuff with these guys. I could, or do I brave it again? Maybe I do. Let's brave it again. Let's move with the 5. Let's try and spot him with a 1, which gives me basic 2, commander up, close range, so should be okay again. Yeah, we get the spot result that we need. So 2d6, that's a 9. That's nothing as well. Wow. Rolling well on the spot rolls. That gives me a bit of clearance, a bit of leeway. I'll use the 1, I think, to turn, and then I'll move with these 2, so I'll move and turn and move. And the 2 is no good. So just this one guy to do now. I have to say, I've not played many battle days where I've spotted everybody and found nothing. Been lucky with that. I mean, 9 is only a 22% chance or something of getting a 9 or more with 2 dice. So to get it twice is pretty good. He's going to go there. He won't move against the buildings, and he can't use the 6s, so that's all right. End of turn event is an 8. That's German infantry, so this time they will appear in the woodland next to me. But that's all right. Back to me. 6 dice. There we go again. Leave my commander up. Okay, got quite a few attacking dice this time, and much good to me at the minute. So just the 3 to deal with here. I think, oh, I can see him actually. That's quite handy, isn't it? There's a nice line of sight across here. These maps are designed to be fairly restricted, but provide some good strategic lines of sight in places where, if that one goes right top to bottom, like up there, then there's one other one there that goes right up to the building. So there's some places where you can really get some good lines of sight. This is one of those here. So if I move to here, I can see back up there. So I'm going to try that. So I'll move with the 5 down to here. I do need to move again because I want to get away from those infantry, of course. I will try to spot then with the 1. So this time, 2 basic dice increased by 1 for the commander. That gives me 3. It's not short range this time, so just 3. Still spotted though, successfully. And this time we have a 5, which is a Panzer IV. So Panzer IV appears, and because we've spotted it before it spotted me, its facing will be random, and it's going to face direction 1, which is straight up. Compass is here, remember. I'm then going to have a pop at it with a 3, which will cause me to be unloaded, of course. And that gives me 6 basic dice, my firepower. Extra 1 because my commander is up. I don't lose 1 for firing backwards, not in the Hellcat. It's not short range, so that's just 7 dice. Sorry, it's not. Let's look at the Panzer IV's rear side armour. It's only 1 deduction, so we lose 1 for that. So 6 dice at the Panzer IV. And that, again, very lucky with the dice rolls here. That gives me a quadruple strength hit. And so I roll those, add them up. Look at that. 20 and 21. I only needed 8 for a destroyed result, so he's gone. And then I use the 4 to move down here and turn a full 360, because I'm going to head out there next turn, of course. I'll use a 3, of course, to reload as well before I finish that turn. That's me done. The infantry can't do anything. They'll only attack if I'm adjacent. End of turn event is a 9. Oh, that's a Stuka. Okay, that's a Stuka. So he's coming in here. I'm going to have a chance to shoot that down. My commander is up, so he can use the top ring-mounted MG. He's going to be on there with 2d6, needing 5 or 6 to destroy, and he gets a 6. So the Stuka is either destroyed, damaged, or scared off. Goes on its way, so that's well defended. Back to me. So 6 more dice. Will I leave my commander up? Yes, I probably... No, actually, I'll put my commander inside now, because I want move results, so I can re-roll if necessary. Okay, I've got 4 move results there. I've got 2 that aren't, but I can't re-roll them because it's not a pair, of course. But I've got 4 moves, so I'll go 1, 2, 3, turn, 4. Actually, are there mines around in this one? There aren't, so I'll go. If there were mines around, I'd probably have gone into the field and gone that way, but I'll stay on the road. It's thematically more pleasing, I think. There are no mines in this particular battle, which is good news. That's me. The infantry can't act, so another end of turn event is a 7. This is German artillery, so they are targeting this area. But back to me with my 6 dice, and that's going to give me 3 move results. It's probably enough to get off, but I can re-roll the 2 3s because my commander is inside, so I'll do that anyway. And that gives me a further 2 move results, so plenty of moves, and that allows me to move, turn, move, move. I'm off there, and I am successful in day 4 without too much trouble. Oh, sorry, I destroyed a Panzer IV and I forgot to level my crew members up, so I should have rolled 2d6 like that. 6 is void when leveling up because there is no crew member 6, and 2 means it would have been my loader. Didn't make any difference at all to the game result, of course, but I must remember to do that. The loader is now line experience. So I'm getting my crew leveled up. I'm in full healthy condition. I've successfully completed 2 days of battle, but I'm now on day 4. And things are going well. Cheers, guys.